The Prime Minister is flying high at the moment in terms of his public approval and people's approval of the job that he is doing. Forget the rehabilitation of Bill Shorten. We rejected that bloke twice. We'll do it again a third, fourth and fifth time. And we are ready to rally around our Prime Minister, and he's in the best position of his political life right now. Despite what? The carping that can come, often from within, or the sooks that are trying to pretend that the biggest problem in Australia is about which TV station you get to watch or which newspaper that you read. The reality is that Each-way-Albo is sinking, and sinking fast. Today in the Essential poll, which is a left-leaning poll where the commentary of this appears in the Turnbull Times. It ain't a friend of the coalition, but they can't hide reality here. 66% of people approve of the job that Morrison is doing, just 25% don't. Which brings me to my favourite stat, and guess what? It's got worse for Albo on preferred Prime Minister. Preferred Prime Minister, Morrison 53, Albanese 24, which is equal with don't know. As for Labor voters, guess what? Albo was 50%, now 48% of Labor voters think this bloke is up to the job. 31%, an increase in Labor voters think Morrison is the preferred Prime Minister, and don't know is down to 22%. Now, thanks to the endless gift that keeps on taking from the Labor Party, that being former Prime Minister Karen Rudd, where this bloke can't be removed from office unless a huge majority, a supermajority of the Labor caucus decides to kill him off. And remember, it's pretty evenly balanced between the left and right wing of the Labor Party, which means he's pretty much sitting pretty. This bloke will be the leader going into the next election, and this bloke will lose the next election. Now, a lot can happen between now and then, and nothing is guaranteed, but that is the truth. Because as I've told you before, when it comes to polls, yes, they oversample Labor. When it is a B's this or a B's that in favour or against, don't worry about it. But when the margins are 2-1 in terms of favoured Prime Minister or favoured Premier, just like it was for Palaszczuk in Queensland, just like it was for the Northern Territory, it will be so at the federal level, which is why Troy Bramston hit it between the eyes today, and well done to him in the Australian newspaper, punching below his weight. Albanese is on the ropes. Plibersek heads the list.